Hey, this is Marcus.
Hey, this is James.
Hi, this is Royce.
This is Nick.
Hey, this is Ty.
Hey, it's your boy Mike Mo.
Hey, this is Vinny.
This is Dog.
It's your boy Shabrady.
This is Jonathan.
You're listening to the
Podcast.
What's up, guys? Week 8, episode 8, week 7 in the books. How's it going, Chris?
Rough week for myself personally. Not having a good time these past couple weeks. What about you?
Me too. Brees Hallelujah.
Yep.
He's now going to heaven, but we did get a very special guest today.
Yes,
guys.
sir. Very the elusive.
Yeah. Let me just play his intro
In
real
the criminal
quick.
justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
What's up? Y'all thought I was gonna say it.
I'm gonna see it.
Our very own Special Victims
Oh.
Unit, Timmy in the house. What's up, Timmy?
Last year's champ. He put some respect on his name.
You're
What's
we
up?
have a lot of questions for him. We have a lot of questions, and we're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna talk to the champ. Last year's winner in a little bit. Let's jump right into our quick question, though.
All right. In theme with the holiday season, Halloween, what is the best Halloween candy and what is the worst? I guess this could be not just Halloween, like your personal favorite.
I was about to say
No, actually, let's
the
make
worst
it
Halloween candy. The worst Halloween candy is candy corn. Candy corn is trash.
agreed.
Yeah,
That shit
corn's
is garbage. Who
trash.
eats that shit?
That's what I'm saying. All right, agreed.
And the I don't like the licorice, but not like not the ones that you hand out to students when you're in elementary school. That one's pretty good. The ones that come in like a 2-pack, like
I don't know those ones.
Twizzlers. Yeah, I don't like that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Licorice. Twizzlers kind of doo too.
Yeah, they're kind of mid.
You like red vines then, huh? You like the bucket one?
Yeah, the bucket one.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Those are gas. Those are gas.
That's not Halloween though.
Do you have that, Chris?
Yeah.
You hand those out?
No, I'm handing out. They're like auctioning. They're buying stuff for me. And it's like Sour Patch Kids and Hershey's right now.
They earn money and then
they earn points and like currency and yeah.
What's the best Halloween candy?
What is a Halloween candy besides candy corn? I'm gonna be honest. I just eat like
just stuff you
Snickers and shit like that. Like
like
fun
Snickers.
size like Snickers or whatever. Like, are you talking about anything from there?
Yeah, like stuff that people hand out on Halloween, right? So like it can't be like like Mexican candy. You're not gonna get that from like a
That's
house.
because you're in the wrong hood. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, those neighborhoods aren't good to be trick or treating in.
What are y'all's thoughts on Almond Joy? That's top 3 for me.
That's
for you?
bottom 3.
What? That shit is so good.
I'm indifferent, but I like it. I don't put it in top 3, but I like it. I don't mind it.
I don't like the coconut one. It's like a circle and it's like coconut or whatever.
That's Almond Joy's.
Cream. No,
Yeah, Almond Joy has coconut in the middle.
The Almond Joy is like a bar though, right?
Yeah.
I don't
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
My favorite is probably Twix. I just like Twix in general.
Yeah, I like
personally.
Twix. Twix is probably my top tier. Like sometimes I just buy Twix and eat it. Doesn't have to be Halloween.
All right, best and worst scary movies. Any thoughts?
Worst? There's a lot of bad scary movies.
True. So what's a good
Just
one?
to be topical, the Halloween movies are pretty bad. The Halloween, the Michael Myers series is not great.
Oh, those
Halloween
series? Yeah.
Or like the other ones. I don't know.
I vaguely remember them.
The best scary movie I'd say is Cabin in the Woods. I don't know if you guys heard about that one.
Is that older?
I
Maybe
heard
like
of that. I watched
2014.
it.
It's like it's pretty good. If you like scary movies, you should watch it. It's probably one of the best ones ever. Oh, and fucking when the Paranormal series first came out, and I was like in high school, and it was the first one that did like those security cam ones. That shit was scary.
Yep.
What about you, Timmy?
Personally, I don't really like scary movies, but like, I remember in high school I watched this one at a sleepover. I don't remember the name right now, but it has like the song, like the tiptoe by the window. You know that?
Nah.
No, it could be like part of the
Wait.
Annabelle series.
No.
No, I don't remember that one. Damn, that one must have freaked you out if you remember the song.
Do you remember the song? Yeah.
Oh, that one scene, I was, bro, like that night I was scared shitless, bro.
What about you, Chris?
My most recent one that I can think of that scared me was, I think it was Hereditary. I don't know. I'm so bad with like movie names and shit like that.
What?
But there's the one Hereditary.
Yeah. What do you guys think
yeah.
is the scariest scare genre? Like psychological, thriller, exorcism, or
For me, psychological for sure.
like you're at a psych ward and you don't know if it's like you're crazy or if everyone else is crazy type of deal.
Yeah, because like that could be like real, you know? Like, I mean, exorcism could be real, but like
And then they hit you
that
with
shit
the
is
based off a
crazy.
true story.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit.
all right. Do you guys have anything else to add?
No, I think Paranormal Activity. I remember like spending a night at a friend's place after that night because I was scared as hell. See, so
Yeah, paranormal.
let's jump into our payouts. Quiet week for shots.
Quiet wait for shots. Yeah, we don't have them this year. Like, what's going on? I'm thinking about.
We have two rest of season ones. If you're on the lookout for them,
Oh
Dallas
wait, hold up!
D.
I found the movie, bruh. It was Insidious. Have you guys seen that shit?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
yeah. See, this was scary.
Insidious
Yeah,
was pretty
but
scary.
That was scary as shit.
no, I thought where they messed up there was when you saw the thing at the end.
Yeah.
Like that's when I was like, oh, okay, it's not that scary when I saw the thing at the end. Otherwise, it was scary all the way up until there.
Oh yeah, I feel like when they do the reveal of the monster
Yeah.
reveal, it's not
Yeah.
that scary anymore. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
Back to the shot bets. We have two rest of season ones to look out for. Dallas D top 5 between Royce and Timmy, and that is like 28 shots in line or something like that. Then we got Tom
Yer.
Brady rest of season, 16 and a half at week 10. So David is greater than 16 and a half, and then Nick and Michael are less than 16 and a half. So that's coming up. Keep an eye out for that.
So what is he at right now?
Pull that up.
You keep
And then the only other shot bet this week was Terry McLaurin versus Timmy's 3 wide receivers of DJ Moore, Juju, and who? Who was the last one?
Chase Claypool.
And Chase Claypool.
Bro, that shit was late. Like, imagine losing on the first leg, bro. Come on now.
Sounds like us in Vegas, so there's that. But
okay, Tom Brady on the season average is 17 right now.
Oh wow, he's right there. So 3 more weeks, right? So let's see what happens to him. Sydney won, so 3 shots to Michael. He'll pay that up next week. Head to head, I got myself versus David, which I'll talk about. I took a fat L, so I will owe 1 shot. In the meanwhile, we have Nick with 1 shot, and Royce is supposed to owe 2, but he did not. Did he send it to you?
No, he didn't send me anything. Let me check.
Okay. So he might have to. He owes 2, but he might have to double up there. So cheers, boys. So we do have Nick's, if you want to pull that up.
Yep.
I think I was hearing him. He said he was going to do this on lunch this past Sunday during one of our Discords.
What was Nick's shot bet for?
I gotta double check.
Okay. I don't know what this. You guys see it?
Let me pull it up, but let's watch it. Yeah, I see it.
Oh, pre-filled. We don't even get to know what he's drinking.
It's probably juice. That that doesn't count. You know that's juice.
Fuck.
What is he saying? Something about Scary Terry. Alright. That was a good shot.
I know Scary Terry ain't scary, fam.
He was looking pretty scary last week.
He actually came back. Timmy was sweating just a little bit, right? Were you sweating at all? How were you feeling
Close,
there, man?
bruh. That shit wasn't even close.
All right, those were our shots this past week. Quiet week. I expected to pick up this week. We got some good games going between some people, and then we got the Eat Shit Bowl. So inaugural Eat Shit Bowl. You know, we all got to show up for that and make some bets for that. So expect it in the group.
I think. Wait, what's the record right now? 3-1, 3-1, Michael.
It's about to be 3-2 though, right? You know what I mean?
Looking to get
Facts.
home court advantage back, dude.
All I'm saying is he beats me regular season, but come playoff time, it's a whole different ball game. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, fine. You mean you'll see you both in the toilet? It's a whole different ball game down there.
Let's jump into our breaking news this week.
All right, breaking news this week.
Oh,
A lot of action.
A lot of action. 15 waivers processed yesterday for today. Garrett Wilson for 23, 2 bids. Joshua Palmer for 17, 2 bids. Off a bye week. The next closest bid was 10. K. Dotton 15, 0 bids. Zay Jones 12 bids, 0 bids. Elijah Moore 11. Paris Campbell 11, 2 bids. Tyler Bass 10 fab, 4 bids total. Colts D 4. And then that was a cost of 9. So, Dave, I wanted to start with you. I saw a lot of bids on wide receivers for you. There seemed to be like a free agent hierarchy for you. So, what was that like for you this week?
Yeah, I had a couple of spots opening up on my roster with Brees Hall getting released and switching out Jalen Warren every week. I always just pick him up and just drop him. So I got a couple of free spots. Honestly, it was pretty surprising, or I guess the Jets offense is pretty hot right now with Michael Carter, James Robinson. No Brees Hall, so maybe there's work for Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore. Maybe they have to throw a little bit more. So Jets offense this week was hot. I thought more people would bet more on Elijah Moore because he was the squeaky wheel. And so I put 11 down. I didn't expect 9 people. Is that real? 9?
The next is 2 bids and it's 9.
2 bids
The next
for Garrett
was
Wilson.
9. And yours was 9, yeah.
Oh,
yours was 9 minus 3, yeah.
Yeah, so I thought 23 was pretty expensive. I thought Elijah Moore would go for 23, but you can talk us through that pickup. Other things. Joshua Palmer on a bye week. I was actually gonna wait to pick him up like until like the game's finished or something, and then pick him up. So unfortunate there. Tyler Bass, $10 for a 1-week rental.
1 week.
I don't think I'm the guy that dropped him on the waivers, so I don't think when the Bills get to field goal range, they don't come away with a field goal very often. They just score it and you get like 1 point. So he's a good kicker. My problem is that
they're too OP. You're saying that the Bills are too OP.
They're
they're not bad enough. Yeah.
They're not like middle of the pack offense. Sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. Yeah. So the Bills are too good right now for Tyler Bass to have any value.
Okay. Thoughts on your free agency this week, Timmy? You also picked up the Jets this week. That was only double bidded, 1 today for 4. But thoughts on your free agency week?
So the reason I put 10 on Tyler Bass is because I feel like the Bills are so good that they're like always either gonna get you that 1 point or that field goal. Like they're always gonna be in the red zone. And like they're a team where they're ahead, so they're not gonna go for it on 4th down really. They don't have to, so it's points. And Jets, I needed it because the Bucks are playing the Ravens, and they did not look good last week, bro. Imagine losing to the fucking Panthers. That's like losing to Michael, bro.
Okay.
Wait, so the Jets are playing who?
New England.
Oh,
New England.
Oh, I see.
The Bucks are playing the Ravens.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh,
Should be a good game.
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
surprised you guys bid so much on Jets players, though, especially receivers. I feel like after I had Conklin and like they got rid of Flacco, I feel like they don't throw the ball anymore.
Yeah, my thought process was that they were relying on the run game, and because the run game was so good and they were winning, like don't throw it, right? You keep Zach Wilson to manage the ball, and I don't think Michael Carter is as good. So I'm hoping they start to throw it, and if their schedule gets a little bit tougher, then they're gonna have to start slinging it a little bit. So that's kind of where I'm at. So it's just a really good rookie. I'm just kind of putting my stamp on it, hoping that something happens. I'm not. It's not a sure thing though.
Yeah.
But what, like 10%, 11%, just to kind of get a really good rookie. That was my thought process about it. I'm not expecting too much, to be honest.
I see.
Not a sure thing,
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, I guess you had Elijah Moore over that.
Yeah, because Garrett Wilson, he flashed with Joe Flacco,
Mm.
but we have Zach Wilson in now and Elijah Moore. Like, it's not like he's bad. We haven't like seen him
Yeah,
really play to say like, oh, this guy doesn't have it. It's more like he doesn't get the opportunities.
true.
And so now when they don't have their running back anymore, maybe he'll get more opportunities. If he doesn't, I'll just drop him on the waiver wire again next week.
For sure. Yeah, I was debating between both of those two. Jumping into our trades this week, just fab trades. Vin receives JK. Jonathan receives 2 fab from our expert. Actually, no, we'll get our expert's thoughts on it after. But David, go ahead.
Was it JK? He's on. Was he on IR last week?
I don't even know. Did he get put back on IR? That's my question.
I'm pretty sure he's on IR.
He is on IR.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is. Okay. Yeah. So and it's IR is 4 games. So and they have a bye week in between. So that's like 5 games.
Mhm.
So he'll return like what week is it? Week 8. So he'll return like week 12 or
Mhm.
13, if I did my math right. So I mean, that's like your championship week or almost. So are you gonna play him after Gus and Lamar have been established? Are you gonna play him in your championship week, or not your championship, but your like playoff weeks?
Yeah.
I don't know. But he is Vin's guy, and you got him for $2.
Mhm.
So if you have a free IR spot, like whatever.
Yeah. And I think Jonathan was just fed up anyways. Sell it to the Baltimore fan. He's gonna drop him anyways, and Jonathan likes that free spot. So I thought it's whatever's right. Either way, whatever's.
Well, to me, what are your? Well, that's what us normies think. What do you think?
No, I agree with Chris, bro. Like, that's such a Jonathan move. Like, if he ever asks you if you want this player for some fab, just know he's about to drop him and you can get him for free. Like he doesn't have spot on his bench, bro. He doesn't have an IR spot. Vin could have gotten for free. Vin got raped.
But he might have, if he put him on the waiver wire and someone else has an IR spot, they could have picked him up too, and he wouldn't have gone him.
Man, maybe we went
No
for 3
one
fab or
wants that
something.
bum, bro. Did you watch him last week? Gus is that guy, bro.
Gus is that guy.
Wasn't
Gus
he
is-
injured last week?
No, he just came back. No.
No,
JK?
no, he's talking about Gus. He said,
Oh,
did
I
you see Gus like kind of control the backfield? That's
Oh,
what
I
he
see.
said.
I see. Like JK could never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, fine.
All right. And on the other hand, David receives Tua. Chris receives 10 fab thoughts. I guess it's between
It's
us.
just
So
between-
this
I thought it was a
Timmy.
great deal. What do you think, Chris?
I thought it was fun.
I was also chasing Derek Carr from me for $5.
I was gonna hold on to him. Royce also hit me up, and I was gonna like get a player off him, and I was like, you know what, I'll hold. I actually thought about holding and moving Jalen Hurts. But you offered it to me, and I was like, DK Metcalf got hurt, and I think that was like my big thing. I was like, fuck, I don't have any. I need some spots right now, so that's why I made a move with you.
Let's go. What was the deal on the table for Royce?
I think he just said price check, and then I was like, Isaiah Pacheco, he's on bye, and he said no, and then I was like, all right. And I said that, and I said Michael Thomas, he has been playing for you for X amount of weeks, and you don't have enough wide receiver spots anyways, right? Between the 3 players he likes. So I was like, how about that? And he said no. So I was like, okay. And then I was gonna hold, and then you're like 10 fab. I'm like, all right. And after that, he was like, how come you didn't offer me fab? And I could have played it. I could have played the like.
It was like 6:45. Like we ain't got time here to play this game.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, let's make some moves. Timmy, thoughts?
I think it's fair.
Oh.
It's also spending 10 fab on a guy who probably is gonna die next week. So if
And
you
all
really
I,
want that, then that's fair.
all I need is the week, though. As long as he gets me the week,
That's true.
right?
Um,
Anyways, yeah.
but yeah, part of me was like, I thought he was good enough quarterback too, so I didn't want to offer Royce the QB because I would have held on to him. So I didn't want to offer the Royce the QB because I thought his receivers are good at least, and he has Jonathan Taylor. So I was just kind of like, all right, it's not even that he has Jonathan Taylor. He has Josh Jacobs. Excuse me.
Okay.
That's who he really has. All right, so we just got a glimpse of it. We got behind the mind of this genius. We got one rape, one fair trade. All right, so let's see. We're gonna ask Timmy some hard hitting questions
Yeah,
here.
Timmy, this is our game, all right?
Alright.
It's an interview segment, all right? We want to peel back the mind of a so-called genius, a
All right,
fantasy
so
genius. Enlighten us. This is your platform, so we got a couple questions for
and
you.
I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna make this easy for you. Besides winning the ship, what was your most memorable moment in fantasy football?
Most memorable.
Yeah, between
Okay,
the
I
Booty
already
League.
know.
Go ahead.
Actually, I have two. Okay, so it's a Monday night. I'm playing Vin. I'm up by like 30-ish points. I'm like, I got this shit in the bag. He has OBJ, the last guy left. And somehow he fucking wins, bro.
That's your favorite
Dude,
most memorable.
memorable. All right.
yeah, I'll never forget that, bro.
Okay.
That's
And
also
also,
Vin's. It's also
yeah,
Vin's
and
most
also my
memorable.
second favorite memory is probably I also lost this time, but I think it was playing you, Chris. I was in the
For the
finals with
ship,
you.
right? Yeah. I think that's when I
Yeah,
won the ship, right? Yeah.
and I don't remember who I started, but I know I had Antonio Gates,
Uh-huh.
and I'm pretty sure I benched him, and he would have won me the week. And he's the one who got me to the ship, so I'm never benching my studs again, bruh.
Mm.
So Timmy's the right now. We're peeling the mind back on this genius. Timmy's that Stephon Diggs, still on the field,
Yeah.
still looking out
Yep.
there.
We know where
Right.
this hatred's coming from now.
Okay, like his memorable moment isn't like, yo, I gotta hang out with the boys. We had a good cooking contest. It's all business. All right, I see
He
you.
remembers the names of the people drafted before him.
All right,
Yep.
go ahead, David. You can ask the next.
All right, before we get into these two questions, I keep it topical. What do you think your strengths are in fantasy football, Timmy? What are your strengths? Like trades. You have a sixth sense for trades, or like your.
Alright, I don't believe in trades, bro. I think it's always there's a winner and a loser in a trade, which is why I don't really make it unless I'm winning.
Unless you think you're winning, which is what
Okay.
we want you to think.
Okay.
All right, so
My
that's
other sense I'd say is I always know which guy to get, you know what I mean?
give us an example. I don't know what you mean.
Like this year, taking Saquon over Kamara. Most people would have taken Kamara, no?
Maybe I was gonna say.
It's close. I would say it's close.
I'll say
Yeah.
it's close. Yeah, for sure.
I would say Kamara and then Saquon. Yeah, I give you that. Okay.
I had to
Well,
get my guy. Like,
okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ask this one
Chris.
next. Ask this one next. This one's on the topic
Is
of that.
there a player not on your team right now that you would like to have on your team?
Since you know your guy, since you know who you want.
Who's the one that got away?
that's a good one, bruh.
Right?
There's not really many because I already got them, you know what I mean?
Shut up,
Okay.
DJ on
But
that
if there
beat.
had to be one, it's probably Herbert, who I've been trying to get off David for a while.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
It's because your players are too expensive. Our pieces don't mesh. You got like really low tier pieces and you got a couple high tier pieces.
What do you mean they're all high tier?
I
They're
got a
all
couple of
championship caliber.
Okay, we'll see.
All right. Let's jump into the next one. Who would you say you're more like, your mom or your dad, and why?
I'd say I'm more like my dad because I'm
Okay.
just like straight to the point, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I don't like trades. It's a bunch of bull and like if I see a good player, I'm gonna get him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay. On the other person's roster.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
All right, I
person
got this.
they're undervaluing off a few weeks, you know?
All
Okay.
right, you can see the real value of a player pretty easily, is what you're saying. Okay, I
Yep.
see.
I got the next two, and then we're gonna roll all of these kind of together right here. But all right, first one. Where do you come up with your inspiration for your nicknames in fantasy football?
I do just get them from songs I listen to or like sayings I say.
Okay. Okay. And then, all right. Before we get back into the fantasy football one, fuck Mary Kill, Nick, Michael, and Royce.
Oh, come on. That's a great question, Chris.
Alright, if you had to ask me who the kill is,
Huh?
if you had to ask me who the kill was, if you guys could guess.
I need this for my Yowie
Alright,
fanfic right here, man.
Then give me the fucking the Mary. Give it to me. We know who the kill. We're really peeling back the onion.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't do this gay shit. Like, I'm about to leave, bruh.
All right, Chris asking the hard hitting questions right now. All right.
All right, go ahead.
We don't want it to get awkward between the group.
You do these two, and then we'll break down mine.
All right. Getting back to serious. Chris or Timmy, can you please define to us, because I think we're all confused about what your definition of rape really means. Because I think there's a bunch of us that don't think you're using the word correctly.
Rape as in real life or as in fantasy
No, as
terms?
in fantasy or
Oh, you're gonna private this video too.
not for kids.
Alright, in fantasy terms, bro, like, I feel like if you're making a trade with a team that's been losing, you're already kind of raping them. Like, this guy's down bad. Like, he's rethinking his whole life, like, because he's not trying to get the toilet. And you're out here to like, yo, let me get this guy. And you're giving him dog shit players. But in his mind, he sees like 1 week's production. He's like, damn, that's pretty good. Sleeps on it. I'm down.
So that's
Okay.
rape to you, taking
So
advantage of
Okay.
bad teams. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see now. I can see.
Okay.
I can. That's fair. Okay, then describe your version of a fair trade. Like,
I already said I don't really think there's a fair trade because most of the time, what people are doing is trading for depth, right?
so
if
if
they
it's
have,
go ahead, train for depth.
if they have like a stud, but they're missing like one spot, they're gonna trade for depth, right?
Uh-huh.
In my opinion, I think it's always better to just start that stud, have them have that insane ceiling, and play like some other sleeper or something that has a chance of popping off. I think that's how you win in the long run.
Okay, you heard it here first, guys.
The
No
philosophy of a
trades.
genius. The philosophy of a genius.
You're just
All right.
too ahead of your time for us to know.
All right. What were your so jumping back into on the topic of trading, what were your three biggest fantasy football rapes in the booty this year?
All right, let's start from the bottom. If you told me last year Royce was gonna get raped before the season, I'd easily take the under, bruh. But somehow this guy always surprises me, dude. Before the season starts, he gives up Burrow for Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore, he then fucking traded, bro, and now he has to play Brady, who he's molding about.
That's true. He doesn't
Okay.
have Burrow. He
The-
could have
the
gone
Bur-
Burrow
the-
back.
That wasn't consensual. That wasn't a like I'm going out to trade Burrow. That was a just a situation from the not the bachelor party, even like just from the wedding, I think, right? Was that part
It was
of
the
it?
bachelor party. It was
No,
no, not the bachelor. Sorry, it was
like the pre party at the house, and they just go,
pre-party at
we'll
my
trade to the right, and so it wasn't even his own fault. He straight up like,
No, it
"All right,
was his fault. It was because it was between me, Michael, and James, and we said, okay, we're gonna trade to the right, okay, guys? And then Royce is like, huh? People doing something without me? Let me join in.
Okay, okay.
Right? So it was just
So it
me.
was rape. He was under the influence.
No,
Mm.
me, Michael, and James were having a consensual orgy. And then Royce comes in uninvited. And he's like, I heard y'all are having an orgy. I want in. That's not rape.
All right, all right. Let's jump in. So now he's playing Brady. Next one.
All right,
On top,
next
on top of
one.
that, Burrow just dropped 39 the last week, by the way.
Yeah, that
So
Burrow's balling out.
go ahead.
Next one, I have Vin raping the taco. Somehow he gets Waddle from Michael for Gino and Pickens. Bro, thank you,
That's
Ben, for giving me this free win, bro, because
that's
Michael's team is dog now.
that's probably
But
one of the only
anyways,
ones we agree on.
Yeah.
basically he got it for a QB picked up off the waivers and a rookie who's all hype, bro. Like all you have to do to get a trade with Michael is have a rookie that's hyped up in the preseason and have a few good weeks. And boom, you got yourself a deal.
Shit, dude. He might know more about Michael than I do. I've been
That's
forever.
true. You're psychoanalyzing Michael. That's true. I never thought about, I always think about draft rookies, but I've never thought about in-season rookies. Michael likes rookies in general. I've never had thought of both sides of the
Dude,
coin
he has
there.
a hard on for rookies, bro.
All right, there it is. And the last one. Last
Go
one.
ahead. Go ahead.
Alright, and the biggest rape, bro, is how did Chris rape James so hard, bro? He traded him YNW Melly and Amari Shitcan for AJ Brown, bro. Melvin Gordon has stat lines each week of like 10 carries for 10 yards on a good day, bro. He's lucky if he gets 1 yard per carry. The Broncos look like shit, and the only reason Melvin Gordon was relevant last season is because of his red zone touches.
There it is, spoken like the Melvin Gordon owner of last year, right, Timmy?
Yep.
He
I mean,
knew.
after watching him this season, wasn't it obvious he's gonna lose his starting job, bro? Like,
to Javante, right? But too bad.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
no,
it
even
was.
before that, like, even when he got the starting job, I didn't think he'd keep it. I think it'd either be Boone or Latavius for sure.
Well, he has it right now, so we'll see
That's
if
true.
he can.
He's out too.
That's only because he bitched to his coach, and the coach is like, okay.
And then that's all it takes sometimes.
Oh man! All right.
Amari's
One
not
last
bad
one.
though, but AJ Brown, yeah. I mean, it's
But Mari's
okay.
playing on a run-first offense, so I feel like
Mhm.
he's not up to his ceiling or like what you trading him for, especially giving up AJ Brown for that on arguably the best offense.
Okay.
Okay. There you go. You heard it here first,
Yeah.
guys. If only Timmy would say this stuff over the chat, and
That's what I'm saying.
none of us would think he's an idiot.
I'm just like, what the fuck are you saying? And he's like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? And look at this shit, dude.
Bro, see, it's like,
This guy's so
bro, I
well
didn't know how
spoken.
to explain the obvious, bro. Like, y'all are just a bunch of tacos, bro. Come
Dude,
on now.
I see this shit in like, I was like, I imagine him being so like, I'm like, man, like, how's Timmy holding his job right now? And then like he says this shit, I'm like, oh, he's probably that eloquent in person too. Like, and then he goes into the chat and he's just mauling the whole time about work. I'm like, and with the way you mauled, I'm like, yeah, like, you know what? I don't know if I don't have you on either. It's like, you know what? If you talk like this at work, I'd probably be fine with it. Like, whatever.
Yeah, Timmy using like sound logic. I've never seen it before. All right. That's all.
Last question.
You have
No, we
any?
have one more.
You got
So
it.
before we jump into this one right here, go ahead.
How much does it mean to you, Timmy, to bring it back to 3-2 this week versus Michael? Like, do you stand up for this matchup every year? Is this your Super Bowl?
Yeah, this is all I play for, bro. Like, if it's not the belt, it's this, bro. Just so I can talk shit after. And what's even better is like now I've been winning. This matchup will probably determine who makes playoffs. No.
I wouldn't go that far yet, but
It's
maybe
a tight
maybe,
race right now.
maybe.
It's a tight race.
All right.
All right, we're gonna jump into. All right, this week's recap: James versus Marcus. Marcus took the dub. All of us had Marcus winning. Vin took versus Knee. We all had Knee. Vin took got the upset. Ty versus Timmy. All of us got Ty. Timmy's on the pod right now. You see it right before your eyes. Michael versus Nick. Nick disappointed me. I'm the one that chose him. Everyone else chose Michael. But get some momentum going into this match for Timmy. David versus Jonathan. We all chose David. Jonathan got the dub. Chris versus Royce, and then I held the L pretty hard. Royce, I gotta get this off my chest. Every fucking time Royce, dude, my team's dog shit. He goes back to sleep. He wakes up and his team's winning, dude. I don't fucking get it. But that brings our total to David this week 50%. Myself, probably my worst outing. 1 for 6, 17%. The guest 2 for 6, 33%. Bringing our running total percentages being 55% for David, 50% for myself, and the guest beating on us right now. Timmy gets to keep it up this week at 58%. So, thoughts on the recap?
Yeah.
Any other thoughts this past week?
Timmy or Chris kind of doo at the news because I guess Timmy or Chris is more analytical because he was hovering around like 60% at the 63% at the beginning of the season before we changed to this new format. But now Chris fucking dropped to 50%. He dropped like 13% in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, so. I have to personally, even as a coach, I always had to outwork the person. Like I watched so much film, I had like all these stats, I had all these breakdowns, I had like plays I wanted to run on down and distance. Like when it's intuition, I'm like, fuck, like, oh, they have a different quarterback. All right, I'm just gonna blitz. I'm like, fuck, like, oh, that's not a good idea or whatever.
I see. You're off.
So I'm very analytical. So I was like, okay, if there's quarterbacks in this, like, I had to break down film. Like I'm very analytical because
I see.
Like football at least. So even life, but that's me. So intuitively, the way we run it, holding my L right now, 1 for 6. Thoughts on this past week? Anything stand out to you, Timmy?
I listened to the Paul last week, and I told y'all it wouldn't be an upset, bro. Like, don't call my win an upset, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like, that shit was light.
What was the score? What was the score?
120 to 90 or 125 to 91 right now, or last week. So it wasn't even close. Timmy mopped the floor with them. We have a lot of players scoring low this last week. Got you scoring 70, James in the 70s, and lots of 90s. Me and Jonathan scored in the 90s. Ngee in the 90s and Nick in the 90s. So a lot of a bad scoring week for some people last week.
It was a rough week, I would say, last week, but a lot of injuries. It was a bloody day. So let's jump into the power rankings. Fresh off the press, Nick holds the spot at 1. Michael jumps up from. Oh, really? Michael's up at second place? Holy shit!
That must be a glitch.
Royce is up to 3rd. Ngee retains the spot. Ty, David, and Chris all drop 1 or 2 spots. I think Ty has the biggest drop from 2nd to 5th.
Royce is went up like 4 spots.
Yeah, 4 spots.
7 to 3.
Marcus maintains. Vin took us all the way up, man. He started at 12, pulled it, strung together 3 wins. He's up at number 9. Timmy still at 10. Jonathan at 11, both dropping, and then James stays at 12. James has a pretty bad PR score now at 12.
David, oh my god, he's PR score 12.
Yeah, Dave. Nick's holding it down. Ours dropped, at least from what I remember. We were holding 5 down, and we're dropped down to 6. David and myself. Yeah. I gotta look at the rest, but yeah. David, go ahead. Anything stand out to you here?
Yeah, James' team is looking pretty I don't know. I didn't think James' team was like too bad, but looking back, I don't know what it is. The injuries, some trades, but his team's looking rough. Just situations that didn't quite pan out for him. He does get Bateman back, which is good, but then he loses Mike Will, which sucks for him. Chase Edmonds loses the starting job. Drake London, we thought he was supposed to be good, but
he was doing working in. Atlanta decides to throw like 10 times a game.
Yeah, so we don't know what happened there, right? And Kyler Murray is just not like performing at
Yeah.
how we thought he would, but he does get
Hopkins
DeAndre
back.
Hopkins back. So I would say James stays the same. If he didn't get the injury to Mike Will, I'd say he's going up, but he did,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he stays the same there. Surprisingly, Royce like shot up 4 spots with his roster. I guess
Yeah.
the 120 last week. Jonathan Taylor coming back. I think Josh Jacobs is now the
Josh
running
Jacobs,
back
yeah.
1,
Yeah.
and Jonathan Taylor is now performing as a running back 2. It's kind of a shame that he couldn't have them both performing at running back 1 ceilings, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you just like switch the names, his score would probably be the same, right?
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs getting like 12, and then Jonathan Taylor getting like the 30
Yeah.
bombs. So
Yeah.
you know,
Not bad. Not bad.
besides that, yeah.
Timmy, anything?
Bro, how am I gonna win and I'm still gonna drop on the power rankings, bro? Like, when are you gonna put some respect on my team, fam?
But to be honest, not too far off from Vintuk's score, right? 864 to 893. So you could be right there up at 9. And being 3-4 and 35 wins, I'd slot you kind of right there, if not 8, right over Marcus. But I think it's taking your rest of season roster heavily. That's what it must look like. If your rest of season roster is 11 according to the algorithm, then it must be considered that heavily.
I see. But Michael jumped up with the 9th rest of the season.
Yeah, that was surprising. But
Maybe it's just his record overall.
Yeah, he has 51 wins overall, so
yeah.
Consistency
It's
of 1.
It's because of Kenneth Walker and Ramondre Stevens like popping off.
Is that Kenneth Walker didn't make your top rape list, by the way?
Well, that's like, you can't predict that, right? Like, that's just so lucky.
Wow. Wow, I did not expect that from Timmy. All right.
It's because Timmy told Philip to drop Kenneth Walker the week before Rashad Penny, so he's like,
yeah, I told him to pick up Algier and drop Walker.
Yeah.
And then that week,
Um,
because it's like right as Cordell got hurt.
David, any exotic birds for me this week?
I don't. I mean, I called him and they said I was gonna get some finch eggs, but they said they didn't have any in stock. None were in stock. I tried. I called my person. They said, David, I got finch eggs, but not in stock right now. So
Okay. Question: Is
no
this
eggs.
bird person also your Jaguar plug?
My Jaguar plug.
Yeah, how you knew about Zay
James
Jones,
Robinson?
James Robinson?
Oh, no, they're not. They're different people. Is Zay Jones popping off? I can't.
He's getting hella targets, but he's not popping off.
All right. We'll wait a couple weeks. I'm waiting on
All
him.
right.
But I'm gonna pick up the Snoop Dogg, the rookie running back on the Jaguars. Keep an eye on him. Snoop Dogg. I forget what his name
is. that really his name? Some shit like that?
It's like Snoop something. Snoop Connor. Rookie running back Snoop Connor on the Jags. Keep an eye out for that guy.
Okay. All right, let's jump into our first match of the week. We got Royce versus Jonathan. So pulling that up. David, go ahead and run through that. Thoughts on QB?
QBs, I have tied. Who is it? Brady versus Dak. Yeah, tie there.
Yeah. Right.
Running backs, I have Royce. Wide receivers, I have also Royce. Tight ends, Taysom Hill versus Knox. I think both are good for a touchdown in that game, so tie there. And flex, I have a tie. Well, I have a lot of ties. So, yeah. General thoughts. I mean, Royce should just. What do you guys think? Royce should just drop Pitts and free up the roster
that guy's
spot?
a bum. No one wants him anyways.
Wait, raise up. You guys, if Pitts was on the honestly, if Pitts was on the waiver wire, would you pick him up?
Honestly, I have Mark Andrews, so I can't really say.
Yeah, you can't say.
Timmy. I have Kittle and a backup tight end already, so no shot. I'm
taking you said Dulwich? You said Dulwich?
Yeah, I do.
Who do I have? I have Hawkinson.
Would you
Probably
honestly?
not. I probably wouldn't. No, the stink is too much stink surrounding her.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. Anyway, that our weekly shit on Cal Pitts segment.
Almost, dude. If there was a point where I almost did not there. I think I was looking at like DJ Moore. No, excuse me, Mark Andrews. If I didn't take that like DJ Moore, whatever, and just let Kyle Pitts come back to me, I would be fucking like 0-6 right now.
Really? You did the math?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying because
Oh,
I
I
was like,
see.
he would have picked up Mandrews, and I was like, fuck, that'd be crazy how stacked his team would be if he picked up Mandrews
Yeah,
too.
yeah. If you picked up
Wait, did
Mandrews, his
Royce
team would
not
be
keep
stacked.
Pitts? Because didn't he have him last season?
No. He was he was saying he was gonna take the tight end at that round 2 turn. And then Mandrews fell to me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick up Mandrews, and he was gonna take Mandrews or Pitts at there.
Oh, I see.
And then so he took Pitts Jacobs. Imagine if he took Mandrews Jacobs. Man, his team would be lit right now.
His team would be popping off.
Dude,
Honestly.
oh my god,
Royce's roster construction
would be unreal there.
masterclass.
Yeah. All right. The only thing I disagree with is quarterback, running back pushes. And then I think the flex I have it on Royce being between Amon Ra and Ron. Oh, you never mind. I have Royce winning. Yeah, it was like Amon Ra versus Wandale, so I have Royce winning that flex.
It's Amon Ra versus Michael Carter.
Oh, true. Never mind then. I guess I still got Amon Ra. Any differing thoughts to me?
I think after seeing the Bucks play last week, I think Jonathan wins slightly with Dak this week.
Mhm.
And also, I think Damian Pierce is just too nice with it. I think he's going to beat DeAndre this week.
Okay.
So I have Jonathan winning, and also Royce has a shit defense and just bums all around. So
Mhm.
I'm taking Jonathan, bruh.
Okay.
Dallas versus the Chicago Bears.
Yep.
Okay, you heard it here first.
And Jaguars versus Denver, bro. Like Wilson's gonna play, right? But I still think they're pretty shit.
It's in London though,
It's in
so
London.
that makes it weird. I have Royce winning this one. I think it'll be close, but I think his wide receivers are pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna take Jonathan this week. Let's jump into David versus Marcus. David you can't see obviously because it's his team. So let's start with quarterback. Thoughts, Timmy? Who do you got quarterback?
I'm gonna pull
Burrow,
up this team real quick.
Burrow versus Tua. I'm gonna go with Tua at Detroit. So I got Tua here. I got David.
No shot. With how Burrow looked last week, I think
That was
Burrow for
last
sure
week,
wins.
bro.
Okay.
Lightning doesn't strike twice. All right, you can't.
It does. Look at him. 2 weeks, 30 plus.
Then
Like
it's
holy
called regression, baby.
Running backs, I got David. I got between Nick Chubb is just too good for this running back core.
And
So I got
Dallas's running back won because Zeke's gonna be hurt.
thoughts on running back, Timmy? Who do you got?
I still can't believe the bot trade raped for Najee. I think he wins this week from Najee.
Okay.
Really?
Wide receivers, Diggs, Devonta versus Tyreek Hill, Adams. I got Marcus. Thoughts?
Really, I think this is David for sure. Like this is even close.
Okay.
No, it's because he's doing Devonta Adams and Tyreek versus Stephon Diggs and Devonta Smith.
Yeah, Alan
I
Lazard
see.
should be the flex player, yeah.
I see. Okay. It's close, but I still think David wins this one.
All right, let's go to the flex. We got Alan Lazard versus Deonta Foreman, yeah. I got Marcus.
Wait, Lazard versus Foreman?
Yeah, Lazard versus Foreman. I got Marcus Lazard. If Lazard plays, that is.
If he plays Lazard, yeah, I agree with that.
Otherwise, I think he plays Zay Jones, and that's more of a push for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would change. Defense kickers, not much of a difference here. And oh man, I have a lot of Marcus, but I'm gonna go. You know what? I might go Marcus here. I'm gonna go Marcus. I think he's wide receiver sit.
I always win when Chris doesn't pick me, so you love to hear that. What about you,
But
Timmy?
but I also don't
Um,
lose my shot bets, so there's that.
I'm also gonna go with the bot this week. I think if Lazard plays, they're gonna have to feed him the ball to keep up Buffalo.
Okay.
Do I play Elijah Moore here on a squeaky wheel week, like over Deonta Foreman?
Maybe.
Isn't he like in
Chubb
bad
was hurt.
terms with his coach?
No, Chubb was hurt.
Chubb's hurt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I'd rather just play Deonta if that's the case.
But also, yeah, I mean, and Zeke's
And
hurt
isn't
too, by the
Elijah
way.
Moore on bad terms with his coach?
Yeah.
They squashed they hugged it out, they squashed the beef, dude.
Nah, they just had to put him in because they'd be shit without him. But I don't know.
All right.
He'll be a decoy, bruh.
We'll see. Maybe I'll keep on the bench then. But then I missed my squeaky wheel game. You just gotta.
Okay.
Ty versus Chris. You start
Y'all
us
can break it
off,
down.
Timmy.
QBs, go ahead. We got Jalen Harris versus Mariota.
That's easy. Chris for sure.
Derrick Henry, Raheem Mostert, and Fournette, Gus Edwards. Or Derrick Henry, Fournette versus Mostert, Edwards.
It's Mostert. It's Mostert McCaffrey.
Oh, Mostert
versus
sorry.
Detroit. That's so free. He's gonna eat. Gus Edwards looked like that guy last week. Fournette and the Bucks look like trash. To keep up, they probably don't even run Fournette. Like that guy's
Timmy,
washed up.
if Timmy's guy is not on his team, he like forsakens him. Like Brady, Fournette, Melvin Gordon.
That's why they're not on my team no more, because they're not championship material, dude. Like, come on now.
Okay.
Like, all he has is Henry, but like versus Chris 2 RBs, that doesn't add up, bro.
All right, Mike
Chris
Mo
wins.
and Kirk versus AJ Brown and Judy.
I think this is pretty close actually, but I have Chris slightly over Ty just because of how bad the Bucks looked.
Okay.
Tight end Mark Andrews versus Goddard.
Yeah, that's not even close. Mark Andrews if he plays.
And then we got Deontay versus Gus. I think it's a bad week
Isn't
for
it versus
Deontay
CMC?
here. No. We to make the running backs more balanced, we moved running backs up to compare Derrick Henry to CMC instead of comparing Derrick Henry to Mostert. If that makes sense.
I still think Mostert beats Derrick Henry, but okay. I think so. I think Chris wins.
Okay, Chris wins regardless. I kind of agree with you. Running backs, I actually have slightly Ty, but wide receivers, I have slightly Chris. I don't think Kirk and Deontay are gonna have very good weeks this week. But general thoughts, any changes or anything, Timmy? To either side, I might change.
Look at their
Benjamin
bench
over Gus Edwards. I think Gus or Eno's better than Gus this week. I don't like.
What?
I think James Conner.
No way. Yeah, I think James Conner's coming back too.
Is he?
But even still, there's no way it's Eno over Gus in my opinion.
Eno's looked pretty good. Gus is just one game, All right, whatever. Gus also is 2 touchdowns, kind of inflates it though, but. And he's playing Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's like after they got embarrassed by Chuba Hubbard, they're not gonna like let that shit slide this week. They are still.
I don't know about that. Both of their RBs 8, right? Like both Deonta and Chuba.
That's what I'm saying. Their Bucks run defense not even that bad, so they're like gonna shut it down. They're gonna be like, no more funny business.
All right, we'll see.
I do. That being said, I have Chris winning this week still.
Nice. Me too.
Yeah, I have Chris winning.
Let's jump into James versus Nyi. We got Josh Allen versus Kyler Murray. Nyi.
Yeah, take me there for sure.
All right. We got running backs Naeem Hines, DeAndre Swift versus Devin Singletary and Melvin Gordon. Who do you got here?
I have it. Man, I kind of have a Nyi here, but not by much.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a good Devin Singletary game, but I don't think it's gonna be a good Melvin Gordon game.
Okay.
And Swift, I can see how they might ease him back, go with the hot hand a bit. So I could see that happening. What about you, Timmy?
Jeez, dude, their RBs are both trash, but I think he slightly wins here.
I got him playing Connor instead of Hines. I'll see if he's back, but otherwise, if this was the case, I have James winning. I really like Devin Singletary versus Green Bay, and then we'll see. No Mike Boone, so we'll see how Melvin Gordon does in London. Wide receivers, we got Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb versus Amari Cooper and Rashad Bateman. I got Yee here.
Here.
Yeah, that's not even close to me for sure.
Tight end, Pat Freiermuth and Evan Ingram.
I like James. I like Freiermuth here if he's not concussed. Is he out of the concussion protocol yet?
Did he really get another? No, ankle. There's no. If he got another concussion, he's done for.
Oh, he wasn't concussed last week.
He has like 4 since he's been in the NFL. Like if he has another one, he's done for the fucking way.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind then. Oh yeah, he's like our second year tight end.
Yeah, he'll legit be done.
Yeah, I have Freiermuth though. I like Freiermuth this week.
Same.
Yeah,
Flex. Drake London versus Brandon Ayuk. I got you.
Yeah.
Just straight up, like I really like Ayuk right now.
I don't like Ayuk against the Rams with CMC there, but I also don't like London, so it's a push for me.
Okay.
It's a push for me, but if I think Debo has a chance of not playing, right?
Something with the shoulder.
Yeah, hamstring. He's hurt.
Hamstring, yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, so Debo's out is definitely Ayuk.
Yeah. Any changes? Oh, defense kicker, make a difference, dude. Justin Tucker's nice.
I don't think so.
I don't think it makes a difference though, and I think defense does not make a difference as well. Changes I would make if I was James, I would do Darrell Henderson, maybe over Melvin Gordon, and then I might do if he's healthy, and then Tyler Lockett over Drake London if healthy. On the other hand,
yeah, I go Tyler Lockett in if he's healthy.
Okay.
On the other side,
I might go Duvernay over. You know what? Never mind. I wouldn't do that.
No, you would not do that. Stop.
I would not do that. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. Any changes? You guys agree with that? Disagree with that? Any changes otherwise?
Wait, he doesn't play Damian Harris?
He's
over Melvin Gordon?
Yeah, I think he spooked.
Didn't he just come back from an injury last game?
17%. Yeah, 17% of the snaps.
I think he
only got
But that's from
5
coming back
touches.
Mm-hmm.
from injury, right?
Yeah.
There should be a better game script too, though.
Yeah. I got Yi winning.
Yang Yi wins.
Yeah, I got Yi winning.
All right, let's jump into Nick versus Vince Hook. This should be a spicy one. Nick versus Vince Hook. We got Daniel Jones. He's trolling, dude. There's no way he did this fucking pod. It's Lamar Jackson versus Kirk Cousins.
I don't know. He's pretty high up on Daniel Jones.
Oh my god, he's trolling.
It's because he was clowning, or Michael was clowning me for, or you were clowning me for saying Lamar Jackson's been playing pretty bad. And
me
last week, yeah, I was like, oh, I have like Lamar Jackson, or I have like,
yeah.
I don't know, I have like some random quarterback winning this matchup, and you're like, what, over Lamar Jackson? No way.
Yeah, I think you did say that.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson's playing pretty shit right now, but against Tampa Bay, you gotta stand up for the GOAT, right? So
yeah,
he might. Lamar Jackson would be a good play here.
On the other hand, we got Joe Mixon, Dontre Hilliard versus Travis Etienne and Montgomery.
I think he doesn't have anybody. Look at
because I think Zeke's hurt, Samaji's a handcuff, and he has Chase Edmonds. I think it's because Zeke didn't practice, so he's hurt right now.
Zeke has like an MCL sprain.
He's trolling. All right, I got Vin if that's the case.
Yeah, Vin, easy Vin if he's
if he's playing Jontra.
All right.
There's probably J.D. McKissick still out on the waiver wire, so you can just pick him up and play, but whatever.
Wide receivers, Nick has Cut Pittman, and then I feel like you can make any combination of these two for Vin between.
You can honestly do the flex and wide receivers. They're all 6 are wide receivers.
So let's go Cooper Kupp, Michael Pittman, Chris Olave versus Jalen Waddle, Chris Godwin, and T. Higgins. I got Nick here.
I got Nick here too, but not by as much as you would think, and that's because Cooper Cup is broken.
Oh, come on now. He's off the bye. You're trolling, dude.
No. I mean, like, if it was like Olave Pittman versus Waddle Godwin type of deal, like.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm
If
saying.
Cooper Kupp
That's why he's
was-
gonna win because like Cup is gonna kill
Cup
it.
is
Yeah.
like gonna scorch the earth, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd lean slightly Nick, but not by much. I like Waddle. Like Waddle and Higgins are explosive.
Mhm, mhm.
Mhm.
I got Nick straight up. Timmy.
Is Michael Thomas still out?
Yes, he didn't practice yesterday
Hmm.
or today.
Yeah, he's still out.
I think it's pretty much a push for me, but it depends on how Godwin performs.
Okay.
Okay.
Higby Ertz. Thoughts on Higby Ertz?
Sure.
I think it's slightly Ertz if anything, or else it's a push.
I think
Both
it's a
kind of
push, too.
trash though.
I got pushed.
All right.
Defense making a difference. Kicker. Daniel Carlson's been nice. Otherwise, nothing else.
Nothing else. Any changes you guys would make?
Just the healthy ones. Zeke, if healthy, and then I would put Lamar in for myself.
Would you play Brian Robertson or Opportunity?
Wait, Vin traded for J.K. Dobbins just to have on the bench when he doesn't even have an IR spot.
Oh, what? He just likes him.
What the hell? All right, but yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't make a move. Otherwise,
Who's in
I think
his IR? Who's in his IR?
Javonte Williams,
Just
guy's not gonna
drop
come
that
back.
foo. He's not gonna come back.
and he'd be a third round pick next year. I guess he'd be a third round pick next year. That's why.
Okay, whatever.
Um.
Drop JK.
All right. I wouldn't make any moves besides Zeke if healthy and Lamar. Anyone else?
Yeah, no, nothing. Zeke's health probably, but I would look if I was Nick. I'd look to the waiver wire for a different running back
True.
than
True.
Hilliard, right?
True.
Last matchup of the week. Honestly, I think
Match-
it's a pretty close matchup
Yeah,
too.
all right.
Two juggernauts going head to head here.
Yes,
Geno
sir.
Smith and T Law. What do
T-Law.
you guys see here?
Sheesh. I'm gonna
Or it's just
lean.
me and you.
Just you and me right now.
Yeah.
So quarterback, Geno Smith versus Tila. I'd go slightly Geno just because Patrick Surtain's kind of nice. And maybe they just go through, but maybe he just checks it down to easy to get some of those receiving yards. But I'm leaning Geno.
It's like pretty much a tie to me.
Fair. I'm not
It's not
indifferent
like
about that.
huge. Barkley and Aaron Jones versus Dalvin Cook and the K9. That's what they call him.
I lean Timmy here. I really like Saquon Barkley, and I think our offense is gonna have to go through Aaron Jones as a Packers fan.
Yeah, but the Packers, they don't listen to the Packers fans. So I don't think Aaron Jones. If you look at Aaron Jones' game log, lightning never strikes twice for Aaron Jones. So I think this is gonna be a down game for him. And so I like the consistency of Kenneth Walker and Dalvin Cook here. So I slightly Michael here.
Okay.
Wide receivers.
You slightly Michael? Oh man, I'm slightly Timmy then. All right. On the other hand, wide receivers Gabe Davis, Cortland Sutton versus Adam Thielen, DJ Moore.
These guys are ass.
These guys are kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie.
These guys are pushed. I say push it. All of them are good for like a touchdown a game, and that's about it.
Sheesh. Oh man, I don't know. This is tough for me. It's push. It's a push.
All right, Kittle versus Irv Smith.
Kittle versus. I like Irv Smith versus Arizona this
Irv
week.
Smith here too, but
so I would say push. It's still Kittle
I say
though.
push. Kittle's
And then D
Y'all
wasn't
are
playing.
green.
I don't think Rams have an answer for Kittle, but it might not matter because.
You're trolling. You're playing Zamir White this week.
Yeah, and so the
Bro.
flex I have Michael easy clap. This guy's clowning Dontre Hilliard, and he's putting out Zamir White.
Jacob's not gonna play. He's already limited in practice, bro.
Michael, that's because it's Wednesday.
That's
Yep.
'cause-
That's what
Alright.
happens when you put your team on your back. You get a day off. Difference kicker on the week.
Maher's looking good.
Eagles D.
Eagles D but Jets
is
are
crazy.
okay versus New England.
I'll say Eagles D is the difference maker. If I was Timmy, oh fuck, I might play
I'd play
Gibson.
Gibson here if I was Timmy.
Yeah.
You let Brian Robinson get you to the red zone, and then you let Antonio Gibson get the touchdown.
Or I drop James Cook and then, or even wait after tomorrow, drop Rashad White, and then pick up a better flex player personally.
Yeah.
If you think I'm dropping either of those two, you guys are greening.
Yeah,
you know what would be
greening.
poetry? You know what would be poetry if you picked up Michael Gallup and played him against Michael.
True. Mike Mo
Isn't
Gallup.
Gibson the guy he drafted in the first round? That'd be poetry, no?
Oh yeah, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that would be poetry too. He loves his rookie RBs.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
That's it. I have Michael
that's
winning
it.
this game.
You got Michael winning.
Yeah, slightly. It's close. It's really
Sheesh,
close.
this one's close. This was close. Oh man. Shit. I'm gonna go Michael too. This is tough. I don't know.
That's what I like
I'm
to hear.
flipping between this shit. Dude, I don't know. Dude, this one's too close for comfort. Like 50-50. I might change it for my shot bet. Like I really don't know. So it's a tight one.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered
Yeah,
especially
so, I
heinous.
mean,
In New York City, the dedicated
Alright,
detectives
well,
who
anyways, let's
investigate
just
these
hear that
vicious
drop
felonies are
again. I didn't know
members
if
of
you
an
guys
elite
can hear it or
squad known
not.
as the
We
Special
definitely hear the
Victims
drop.
Unit.
Good luck
These
this
are their
guy.
stories.
Alright, it's great to have the SVU join. So good luck this
Yes,
week,
sir.
alright guys. Peace out.
Thanks for having me. See you guys.